Hi guys, and welcome to another video. After a bit of teasing and turning, Infinix Mobility have finally announced the release of the Infinix Zero X lineup. Now for those in the know, the Zero X lineup is the flagship lineup of Infinix, and of course they're making a big splash about this one. So what do we have here? This is the Infinix Zero X series. There are actually three phones in this lineup, which are the Zero X Pro, the Zero X, and the Zero X Neo. But for this video, we're going to be focusing on the premium phone in this lineup, which is the Infinix Zero X Pro. Now this phone, well, a lot has been riding on this phone and we hope it's good. So is it worth it? We're going to take a very good look at the specs. The prices are not out yet, but we want to look at the specs to see what is it that makes this phone, so well spoken of, so hyped. I mean, are you hyped for this? I certainly am. Well, kind of, but we won't know until we're going through the video. So we're going to go through the specs and we'll start with the body. The body is made from plastic. Well, a plastic frame. There's glass at the front and back, no Gorilla Glass protection here. It weighs 193 grams. There is no IP rating, so don't take this phone anywhere near water, but it is very thin, 7.8 millimeters thin. So it's good for aesthetics. I mean, as you can see, it is very thin. Next up, we have got performance. Now performance refers to a phone's ability, what it can do in terms of processing, and that is down to the SoC, GPUs, the RAM, the memory, and software, because bad software can hamper the performance of a phone. So for starters, there is a MediaTek Helio G95 SoC on this phone. It's paired with a Mali G76 and an intelligent display chip, which is very good, looks nice. And other than that, there is also RAM. You have LPDDR4X RAM as well as UFS 2.2 memory, both of which are also very impressive by their own right. For software, you have Android 11 and XOS 7.6, which is Infinix's own Android skin. So you put all of this together and you see that, well, the phone should run very well, and it's also looking very powerful in its own right, because the Helio G95 is absolutely no slouch when it comes to processing. So that would take us to the big one, the cameras on this phone. I think that's what everybody's talking about, the 108 megapixel camera. There are also two other cameras, another one of which is also a big one, an 8MP periscope camera as well as an 8MP ultra wide camera. The camera on the front is a 16 megapixel selfie camera. I'm not really sure which people made these cameras, but the 108 megapixel camera looks like a Samsung HM2. Other camera features include optical image stabilization, 5x optical zoom, a 6x hybrid zoom, which is another name for digital. There's 4K video, there's 1080p video, and there's also 120 degrees angle for the ultra wide. Now the periscope promises that you should be able, the periscope camera says that you should be able to take moon shots with this phone. Decent moon shots for this level. Let's see if it will live up to the hype. Then you have the displays. The displays are where this phone is also looking good. There is a Super AMOLED display on this phone, 6.7 inches of full high definition, pixel density of 305 ppi, brightness of 700 nits, a 120 Hz refresh rate, and a 240 Hz touch rate. For the batteries, Infinix are going with a 4500 mAh battery with 45 watts fast charge. This is very impressive. 45 watts fast charge that has been certified to be, it's the real deal. It's certified. It's the real deal here, people. So it's looking good. I'm actually very impressed that they are able to do that. So this phone promises to charge as fast as 0 to 40% in 15 minutes. We've got audio up next, and audio for this phone, there are two loudspeakers on this phone, a dual loudspeaker and a 3.5mm jack. There's also the usual suspects, fingerprint sensors, proximity, light and ambient sensors, an accelerometer, gyroscope on the compacts, but there is no IR blaster and no NFC, unfortunately. So that will take us to connectivity. That's the main reason we buy phones in the first place, to be able to connect with friends, family and loved ones. Now this phone connects to all international network bands on the 4G spectrum. It uses a category 12 modem with uplink speeds of 150 megabits per second and downlink speed of 600 megabits per second. You can also find 2 dual SIM card slots here, Bluetooth 5.0, Wi-Fi 5.0 and USB 2.0. So all in all, you are covered in terms of network connectivity, whether you want to connect to a local network or the internet. And yes, the more important question, price. How much is this phone going to cost? As it stands now, we don't know how much this phone is going to cost, but I hope Infinix do not blow this one the way Tecno did with the Phantom X. So now that we've seen the specs, I have one important question to ask. The MediaTek Helio G95 maxes out at 64 megapixels. So how is the Infinix Zero X Pro going to support a 108 megapixel camera? How is it going to happen? Well, we don't know. Only Infinix can answer that. Well, I hope they give us a good answer. That's it for this video. I hope you've seen the specs. What do you think about the specs? Do you think they're good? What do you think the pricing will be like? Do you think Infinix are going to blow this one? Well, that's all from me on this one. My name is Jeffrey once more. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like. If you're not subscribed yet, well, you know what to do. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.